Have you heard anything yet? Is that...
No. Now, you will call us the moment you have any news. And, John, be careful. Yes, dear. That was John. We got a call from the police about an hour ago. They found some young woman, God rest her, that they thought was Delia, and Bob and John went down to the morgue, but it wasn't her.
This time?
No, Roger, you have to stop thinking like...
How else am I going to think? She's been missing for over 24 hours. Nobody's seen her, nobody's heard from her yet.
We will.
When? I'm sorry.
Don't.
I checked by the apartment a while ago. Faith's there now just in case, but it's probably the last place that Dee would show up.
Everyone is doing everything they can. The police are out. John and Bob just got into the cars to go out with them. They're searching the park. They've got a citywide alert out.
Yeah, but what if she isn't anywhere?
I don't understand.
But what if they're keeping her somewhere? They! I warned her to stay away from Tizo. She almost got killed 3 times because of him. I warned her, but no, she's perfectly safe. Tizo's her friend. If she had any sense at all. I'm sorry,
Hey, it's all right. I've had to think about that. We all have. I'm sorry, Roger.
Dear, there is no sign that this disappearance of Delia had anything in any way to do with Tiso and his troubles. If it had, if she'd been kidnapped, if they'd been holding her, we would have heard by now.
Well, maybe somebody has heard. I mean, we don't really know what's going on.
I talked to Joe this morning, and I gave it to him straight, and he said it was the first time that he'd heard anything about it. In fact, he was the one that asked me if there had been any note or any communication.
Did you believe him?
Yes. And he promised me he'd look into it, make some inquiries. Now, have you talked to Joe since then?
No.
If we just knew where to look, if we had something, anything.
I keep allowing myself the hope that this is one of her grand designs again. You know, I mean, that may sound strange, but we have been through all of this before.
Yeah, but things were different, Maeve. She was different then. She did these things with a reason, at least in her own mind. She was desperate. She wanted to get even. She wanted to get our attention. She wanted to make us feel sorry for her. But that's not the case now. I went to see her yesterday, last night at the restaurant, and we had an argument. She told me to stay away, and she said she was independent now, and she didn't need help from anybody.
Well, maybe that's what this is all about. Maybe she needs to show you that she is independent and to show you that she can take care of herself.
But she doesn't care to prove that to me. Not anymore.
The thing we must remember is that we have been through all this before. I mean, we have lived and worried for her, had all kinds of fears, and she's come through it all right. The girl is a survivor.
Yeah, but I keep thinking of the city and her alone out there.
Roger,
we just don't know.
I'm not saying that I'm not frightened. But it's not doing Delia any good for us all to sit here imagining the worst. We just have to hope and pray that somehow she'll be all right.
Where is she?
Oh, what happened? Where? Oh. Hurts so much. Where is this? What?
I was about to go out looking for you. I thought that maybe Louis had lost you after...
Hello?
Hello?
Did you think I was Georgia or Jillian?
George has left for the day.
But you're expecting Jillian back.
Anytime. She's with a client.
The Louis you
Yeah.
just mentioned. Kim tells me you have some pictures of her and Seneca. Compromising photographs.
I figure that's why you're here.
We have to talk, Frank.
I'm not sure I agree. But Kim is your daughter. Come on in.
You must be very desperate to get married.
No, we've just run out of patience.
Oh, come on. I know you. You wouldn't use an 18-year-old child. You wouldn't put her through that kind of humiliation
Ray,
unless...
we had no idea that woman was Kimberly.
Unless you were desperate. Tell me, is Jill pregnant?
You have a real knack. You're very good at scrambling your opponent's thoughts. You know that. You're very good. You're a real knack for that.
I wasn't trying to jar you. I just want the simple, unvarnished truth, and I doubt you gave it to Kimberly. Maybe because she showed up during the middle of your St. Patrick's Day celebration.
Ah, well, how much of our conversation did Kimberly tell you?
Let's see. She said that you were polite and stubborn, and that Jillian was impolite. You're a formidable couple for a young girl to take on. She came back beaten and lost and terrified that you were planning to use those photographs.
Well, that's a very interesting story, Ray. About 30% of it's true.
You suggesting that I'm lying?
You've been known to lie, and so is Kim. Either way, I won't be manipulated. You will get nowhere trying to make me squirm about humiliating a child. And as for the unvarnished truth, here it is in a nutshell. We got evidence of adultery because Seneca has blocked every other path to a divorce for many months. Now, we won't use those pictures unless he forces us to. And we explained that to Kimberly last night. And by the way, Jill was almost heroically polite with her.
Oh, come on,
Ray,
Frank, I
let's
know
cut this
her.
short. You're right, we do know each other. Damned well. So let's skip the games, huh? What do you want?
I want you to consider what those pictures could do to Kimberly. She's starting a career. She is a talented and dedicated actress. And the one thing that she loves in the world as much as a man old enough to be her father is acting. Now, you use those pictures, they're going to be talked about, and then they're going to be published, and that's the end of a budding career. And then she's not the type that's going to just start all over again from scratch. She will turn to Seneca for support, for comfort. She'll marry him, and the marriage will be a disaster.
I wasn't sure you knew she was thinking in terms of marriage.
Of course I do. I discovered the affair weeks ago. I have been standing by watching them get more emotionally entangled with each other day by day. I've fought it, but I can't fight anymore.
Now, that is about the closest I've ever heard you come to making a statement of defeat. You usually find a way to bring people into line, or at least make them awfully sorry they resisted. But Kim has you over a barrel.
Believe it or not, she does.
How? In what way?
You said you wanted to cut this short. All right. Now, I have told you that those pictures are going to precipitate a marriage. Doesn't that change a thing for you?
They could also prevent one. According to Kimberly, Seneca might give her up under the pressure.
Could, should. Come on, Frank, that's not good enough. I want to know that she will not be victimized by you and Jillian Coleridge.
It's in Seneca's lap. And personally, I think he'll come around. But you want to guarantee we won't use those pictures, right?
Yes.
Funny. Kimberly asked for exactly the same thing. But I'm afraid that we can't give either of the Woodards what they want.
Hello?
Hi, it's me.
Siobhan?
Yeah,
What is it, John?
it's Joe.
How are you?
Well, I'm not doing so well right now.
What's wrong?
We haven't heard from Delia. I want you to tell me something, Joe. I want to hear you say that whatever's happened to Delia, it has nothing to do with Tizo.
As far as I can tell, it's not related.
Roger's right here. Why don't you talk to him?
Siobhan, don't look.
Hold on.
Siobhan.
Hello, Joe. It's Roger.
Hi, Roger. I tried you at the hospital. They said you'd be over there.
Well, what's going on?
I've been working on it since this morning. I haven't spoken to my uncle directly, but there's no way he'd know anyway. I had some of his associates check into it, and they say there's no reason to believe that Delia's disappearance has anything to do with the trouble that's been going on. There's been no communication from Tizo's enemies about a deal or a ransom or anything.
Well, could they be working out some kind of strategy, waiting?
No. Well, look, anything's possible, but I'm 99% sure that that isn't it. I put some lines out. I have some very powerful people looking into it. If anyone could find her, well, I'll keep you posted.
All right, Joe. Thanks.
Sure. Would you put Siobhan back on, please?
Sure. Goodbye.
Bye.
Siobhan?
Let's just...
Hi.
I miss you. Siobhan,
I miss you, too.
how are you?
I'm fine. Baby's fine, but
Did you get my letter?
yeah. Thanks for that. And the emerald.
Are you wearing it?
No,
Will you?
I hope so. I want to. I just can't yet.
I meant what I said in the letter.
Yeah.
Do you believe me?
I know you love me. I have always known that. I always will. It hasn't changed. If it could change, things wouldn't be so damn hard.
Sweetheart, why are you doing this?
Joe, I can't. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
No, please, please. No, Albert, please don't. Yes. Oh, it's all right. You're not gonna hurt me, are you? I know you're not gonna hurt me. That's good, Albert. It's all right. Oh, no, it's not all right. Something's wrong. I hurt. My head hurts. I can't breathe. Something. So cold. Aren't you cold? Maybe. Oh, God. Please. Oh, I don't want to die.
It's really surfaced, hasn't it? Well, they say that's healthier.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. Look, I'm sorry I was delayed. Lewis went on and on and on. You want me to wait in the office?
No, please stay. I wanted to talk to you more than Frank, actually.
Really?
Yes. You're the one who paid someone to take pictures of my daughter, so you're the driving force behind this.
This involves Kimberly, not you. And I have already said everything that I want to say to her.
Well, there it is again. The hostility, that's what I was referring to before. You used to cover it, but now it's just right up front, isn't it? You really do hate me, don't you?
No, I just don't have that kind of energy for you.
And last night you dumped all of that hatred right on Kimberly, the poor kid. You know, she was still dazed this morning, and I don't wonder why.
Oh, come off it. Look, I think we've had as much productive conversation as we can.
No, I have a question I want to ask Jillian, and I'm very interested in her reply. Unless, of course, you're too upset to deal with me.
Oh, no, you are the least of my worries. Ask the question. I'll try to answer it so you can understand it.
If you had a daughter, Kim's age, wouldn't you try to save her from a moral scandal, or would you just tell her to stand on her own 2 feet and effectively abandon her?
If I had a daughter, Kimberly's age... Oh, no. It's too personal and it's too loaded. But I will tell you that I am sensitive to her age and her need to feel protected. And I told her that I would not use the photographs except as a last-ditch effort. But I will tell you this. If there's a choice between embarrassing Kimberly and getting my divorce, You better believe that I'm going to move at my own interests. And as far as bringing the photographs to the press
Oh,
is
for
concerned-
heaven's sake, stop it. You can't be that naive. If you use them as evidence, they will become public. And the only papers in town that will not run them will be mine.
That is my position. And I hope it clarifies at least this much. This driving force you keep talking about is not me, it is Seneca. Go and talk to him. He is the only one that can clarify this and clear this thing up gracefully. He can give me an uncontested divorce. The pictures can go up in smoke.
I should go to Seneca for you?
For Kimberly.
Oh, that's a fantastic suggestion. What a beautiful irony. The woman you were supposed to marry makes it possible for you to marry this one.
You know, it seems to me that you came here to help your child. I mean, supposedly you were very concerned about her.
That's right.
I wonder
You wonder what?
whether you remotely understand her needs, the way she operates. Never mind.
Oh, no, you don't. Don't stop now. Come on, tell me. Tell me all about my daughter.
That little girl is as calculating as any trial lawyer and as frightened as my baby was when he used to wake up in the dark or I'd leave the room for a minute. Suddenly, his whole world was threatened. I saw flashes of that in Kimberly. If she loses her grip on Seneca, she's going to panic. She will go to any lengths to keep him. And since you can't...
I can't what?
Since you can't control her, and since she can't control herself and make good choices for herself, I'm telling you, as a mother, that you better go and hammer away at Seneca. So, I'm not asking you to intercede for Frank and me. I'm telling you to do it for your daughter.
Boy, you're some expert on motherhood, aren't you? Thank you so much for the lecture.
Oh, well, you asked for it.
Yes, I did, but I did not ask to be treated as a fool. And I have been to Seneca, and I have hammered away.
Well, I am telling you to hammer some more. He is as vulnerable for his need for a child as your daughter needs a father.
Stop it.
All right.
Psychologizing bores me, and perceptive mothers bore me. Now, Frank, you remember what you said about my talent for making people sorry when
Ray,
they
don't
oppose
you
me.
threaten
I
me.
am threatening you. You use those photographs and you'll regret it.
Hey. You okay?
I hate her. You think she really can hurt us?
Well, it depends on how creative she gets.
I can get pretty creative, too.
Meaning what?
Wait till tomorrow morning.
I went over to the Crystal Palace like you asked me.
And?
Couldn't get near it. Cops all over the place.
That's great. You sure the place is clean?
Definitely. Teaser wanted to wait until everything was set up before we moved the operation over from the warehouse. Lucky for us.
Yeah, well, the cops will be searching the whole building. I don't want them to find something and tip them off.
Hey, no way. You saw the setup.
No, only the plans. Teaser was handling this one. But I did talk to him about the basics. I bring the drugs in on the boats as usual. We pack them uncut in the fish and deliver them to the restaurant.
Right.
Have you seen the actual setup?
It's real good, Joe. There's 2 rooms down the basement. The fish are delivered to a special receiving room. Nice and respectable like. And the fish with the pure stuff is brought over to the laundry room through a panel in the wall. That's where we cut the dope. After that, it's going to be packed in a special compartment in one of the hampers. And the cut dope goes out with the morning's restaurant's laundry. I tell you, our trucks pick it up, and we distribute it just like we always did. It's perfect. Teaser really outdid himself this time.
Yeah, well, let's hope it wasn't for nothing with all those cops swarming all over the place. Now, have you heard anything about Delia?
Yeah, I got Phil on it. You should be getting a call pretty soon.
Good. I want her found, George. Top priority.
All right, we will. Hey, do you think Wally's people?
I don't know what the hell is going on. I just want her back and safe before it's too late.
I know you were mad at me, but we're still friends. Right? I'm not afraid. I'm not, except I can't stay here. Something's really wrong. I hurt a lot. I need help. Maybe somebody will come. I don't know where we are. Yeah. No, I'm fine, I'm fine. You remember, Albert, we're friends. I came to visit, I brought you presents. Bananas. Right, you remember. Only now I hurt. And I need help. I can't stay here. Albert, please.
A new original reality series on SoapNet. Mom and Dad are moving in for a financial intervention. It's a matter of life or debt. Bank of Mom and Dad. All new tonight at 10, only on SoapNet.